Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final press conference for Lights Out, a great night of championship boxing to be held this Saturday from Co-op Live in Manchester. It is all being brought to you by Frank Warren for Queensbury, along with their great sponsors. 32 Red, Unibet, Riot Season, Global Next Trade, and That Prize Guy. A big thanks to those great sponsors. Well, a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, that this great event will be broadcasted live worldwide on DAZN, and tickets can be purchased through ticketmaster.co.uk. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this Saturday we will be showcasing the light heavyweight division. And now let's welcome our press conference participants. First, a native of Nigeria, now fighting out of Manchester. Herwo Rechair, Ezra Arenyika, a.k.a. the African King. From Droylsden, Billy Turkish Tyson Deniz. From Birmingham, Troy Jones. From Sheffield, Liam Cannonball Cameron. From Manchester, Lyndon King Arthur. From Manchester, Brad the Sting Ray. From Swadlincote, Coat, Derbyshire, Zach Parker. From Croydon, London, Joshua Buatsi. And we welcome International Boxing Hall of Fame promoter, Mr. Frank Warren of Queensbury. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I hand things over to your host, Mr. DAZN.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Thomas Schreiber. Yeah, let's get a round of applause for Thomas Schreiber. Great stuff. Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Manchester, and just a few days on from a fantastic battle in the heavyweight division between Fabio Wardley and Joseph Parker, today we turn our attention to the light heavyweights. On Saturday night, Queensbury are back at the Co-op Live for what is very simply a light heavyweight bonanza. Your main event sees the return of Olympic bronze medalist, former WBO interim light heavyweight champion, Joshua Buatsi, who makes his Queensbury debut and is really looking to make a mark on the division, but standing in his way is a man who has been lurking in the light heavyweight shadows. Can you all hear that? Is there like a sort of strange mic noise? Let's mix with that a little bit. But Zach Parker will be standing in his way on Saturday night. He's been lurking at £175, and that will be your main event. We've got a Manchester derby. We've got Blue versus Red, City versus United, the Sting versus the King. The European title will be on the line as Brad Ray takes on Lyndon Arthur. And then the return, after a whirlwind 12 months, Liam Cameron is back. He's a real fan favourite, and he steps in to replace the injured Daniel Lappin and take on a real tough test here in former English champion Troy Jones. And as if one Manchester derby wasn't enough, there's a bad blood rivalry that's been building up here between unbeaten Billy Dennis and Ezra Arenyika, and we'll be speaking to them very, very shortly. So much to look forward to on Saturday. You can catch all the action live and exclusive on the global home of boxing, DAZN. Whose lights will shine brightest? Whose lights will dim and fade? Find out. This is Lights Out. Let's start with Hall of Fame boxing promoter Frank Warren. And Frank, we've already seen the impact that Queensbury are having in the heavyweight division. We're looking around at the light heavyweights, and this is a significant night on Saturday.
It's a big night on Saturday. First of all, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, Manchester. It's a pleasure to be here, and we've got a great fight on Saturday, great fights on Saturday, and a great main event. We had a fantastic show last weekend. Heavyweights are on a light, as I keep saying at the moment, and the same is going to happen with the light heavyweight division. Some brilliant fights to be made. We've got a big show, or there is a big show in Riyadh on the 22nd, and that main event between Benitez and Lyndon Arthur, what was I saying? And Anthony Yard is a fabulous fight. Those two guys are in, I think, one of the best light heavyweight fights out there. And everybody sitting at this table is looking at that. All their eyes are on it. They're all looking towards that because they're jockeying for positions to get in to challenge the winner of that fight. And that's what makes it so exciting. And we've got Joshua Buatsi, who's just signed with Queensbury, fighting Zach Parker, who's been with Queensbury for a long, long time now, in a real good quality fight. These two guys know exactly what's in front of them. They want a big fight in 2026, and the winner will get that big fight. So we're going to get something special there, really special fight. And the other light heavyweight fights, all these guys sitting up here, they all know what they can achieve, what they can get to, and they're competitive fights. Every one of them is a competitive fight.
Fantastic stuff. Well, let's get into these competitive fights. And one that I'm looking forward to, I've heard so much about this. Manchester is talking about Billy Dennis against Ezra Aranyaka. And the reason that they are speaking is because, from what I hear, a couple of years ago, there was an ill-tempered spar. The bell went, there were punches thrown, there were even kicks thrown, and the gym had to separate them. So let's start hearing about what happened, and let's get into it. I'm going to start with Ezra Aranyaka, and Billy, feel free to chime in if you hear something you disagree with. Ezra, tell us why this is such an important fight for you on Saturday night, and what's going on between you and Billy Dennis?
First of all, peace be upon you all. I just want to quickly say thank you to Uncle Frankie for having me on the show on Queensbury. You know, I'm happy to be back here again, fighting for the great British boxing fans. And it's a great opportunity for me, and I'm really ready to show myself. You know, Manchester is a great place for me. You know, I found boxing here in my final year of uni at the age of 21. Started through white collar, just like Fabio Wardley, and I feel that now is my time. And yeah, I have a great fight in my hand against Billy Dennis, former kickboxing world champion, I believe, undefeated boxer. The next big thing besides Ben Whittaker, I believe, 13-0, Joe Gallagher behind him, you know. It's done well, it's done good. Big task for me. You know, I don't shy away from this, from Ben Whittaker now to this again, you know, to show really what I'm about. But the problem is, as much as he's a great fighter, silly Billy here is also a great liar. It went on a Lou YouTube channel interview and lied. I punched him 3 times after the bell, and that's why he kicked me, trying to make me look like the bad guy. He's doing it for clout, chasing and all that. But what he doesn't understand is, I don't care, bro. If anyone wants to make me look like the bad guy, that's fine. I'm Ezra. God knows my heart, and clean hearts always win. And that's the reason why you are going to lose on Saturday, because you lied for no reason. Jack Macy was there, Joe Iko was there, Sean Crew was there. Everyone knew that's not what happened, but it's okay. We're here now, so I'm going to, you know, teach you a proper lesson. Everyone in Manchester is going picked. Aki Karim is going picked. Kevin Murray is going picked. But what you don't understand is right now, over the past year, I'm very mean. so mean now, I make medicine sick. You get that? Yeah. I'm going to show you all, listen, I'm going to show you all how great I am come Saturday night. Something beautiful is about to happen in British boxing. Trust me, I'm going to put this boy to sleep. Trust me, thank you.
Thank you, Ezra. Thank you. Let's give him a round of applause. Well done. Well done, Ezra. Well done. You're so lucky that I've not got phone signal in here, because I would have been belling Jack, Sean Crew a lot, because I rang them all yesterday and said, are you ready for this press conference? We all know what happened in that. There's many people here on this table now who've even heard about what happened in that spar. You hit me after the bell, you kept doing it, you know, just joined boxing from kickboxing. I was with Rob, who was trying to work on keeping me a bit calm. And I kept going back to the corner and saying to Rob, what should I do? Rob said, well, we're in our gym. Or let him take the piss. So I was like, all right. Round 6 went, you know, I went stuck back to touch Ezra's gloves. He hit me 3 times.
Bro, we sparred 4 rounds. What are you talking about round 6? You started boxing, you're doing 6 rounds. Man, why are you lying?
We sparred 6.
All right, bro.
And then you're pissed off, yeah?
All right, listen. This is why you're going to lose. As I said, clean hearts always win.
Look up.
You know what I'm saying?
Look up. You see that?
Yes, come back, bro.
You've seen it in the gym, that's why you're pissed off.
Yes, come back, you silly Billy, bro.
You seen Phoenix Camp
Silly
Ceiling?
Billy, that's who you are, bro.
You seen Phoenix Camp Ceiling? I live rent-free in your head over that moment, because you got put on your back and you got up with Bambi legs looking at me like, what's just happened? because you got leg kicked, and if you want to step outside, we'll step outside, no
Bro,
problem.
you know, everyone knows I'm about that life, bro. Step outside wherever. Don't do that, G. You're not about that. You're
not about it, because when I asked you to step outside the gym that day, you shit yourself.
Kid.
You shit yourself that day. He's like, Sean Cruel, save me. Sean Cruel, save me. Don't let Billy beat me up.
Sean Cruel,
bro, don't save me.
Don't worry, there's levels to this game, man. You're going to understand, yeah?
Listen, you're known for headbutting Ben Whittaker, you sausage. That's all you're known for.
All right, Fruitcake, shut up.
African King, fuck off.
Fruitcake, shut up.
Fantastic stuff there. Listen, before we move on to the other fights...
Sausage. Sorry, Dev.
Not me, Billy.
Sorry, Dev, you're all right. Absolute sausage.
Okay. Final word, actually. We'll get a prediction from both of these guys because they're going to step up. Not going to step outside. They're going to step into the ring on Saturday night. Billy, what's going to happen in there?
You're going to see Ezra eating a Turkish delight jab sandwich. That's what you're going to see. Jab butties all night. Southpaw orthodox. He's going to get it all because he's an absolute sausage.
Final word to yourself, Ezra.
I got a prediction for you. Silly Billy with the little Willie gets stops in round 7. Every blow to the head, every blow to the body. I'm gonna send you to heaven. African King.
You've been standing in the mirror all week with that one, haven't you?
Tune in, yeah?
You've been standing in the mirror with them daft shades on all week, singing that to yourself, ain't you? Jingle, jingle bells and all that. Absolute spud.
Silly Billy with the little Willie.
Why have you been spying on me or something? You've been peeking in the gym showers after I put you on your back.
Okay, gents, let's not take conversation
Sausage.
to there. That is a wonderful fight coming up for you on Saturday. And fellas, the rest of the fights, I'm sure you're all going to be talking up as well. But the kind of they've set the tone there.
Sorry, boys. Just Ezra keeps running his mouth. It's not my fault. I'll let you all speak now. Sorry.
Thank you very much, Billy. Thank you very much, Ezra. Let's move to a brilliant fight between Liam Cameron and Troy Jones. And I'm going to start with you, Troy. I mean, are you going to call Liam a sausage? What's going on here? This is the man you're facing on Saturday.
Sausage. No, all respect to him, he stepped in when Lappin pulled out. I've got nothing bad to say about him, but he's in my way, and that's as far as it goes at the minute. He's in my way, and I'm going to move him out my way. When Lappin got pulled out the fight, Lee come in and told me in the room, he said Lappin's pulled out. I said, has he? He said, yeah, they've got Liam Cameron. I said, sound. And that's as far as the conversation went. He's just another person at the end of the day, and I'm confident I can beat them all. So I'm looking forward to getting cracking with him Saturday.
You were very confident you were going to walk through Daniel Lappin. Are you going to walk through Liam Cameron on Saturday?
Sorry, Liam, I'm going to have to walk through you now. No, of course I am. As I'm showing to Frank, that Ezra took that fight, no bother. Lappin, no bother. Liam Cameron, I just said sound. I'm happy to fight any of them. If I can't beat these kids, then I'm in the wrong game, Dev. I'm in here to fight any of them, any place and anywhere. So, Frank put names to Lee, we'll get it cracking, and I'm more than confident I'm going to do a number on him in my head. I'm going to outbox him, and I'm going to outbeat him, outfight him, and I'm going to beat him up. And that's what's going down on Saturday.
Over to you, Liam.
No chance. No, it's going to be a good fight, you know. I were always on this show, always on it. I were low at card. I thought, you know what, slip me in Lee with this Troy Jones. Don't know much about him. I know he's a tough lad. Tall, quite tall. This is the first time I've ever seen him, to be fair. Tall lad. I wish him nothing but the best, but this is a different Liam Cameron coming. I know, listen, everyone speaks on a mic and says this, that and other, but I've put the work in. I've got a dietitian, strength and conditioning coach, and a good coach over there, Pierce Gudgeon.
What's the hunger like for you now, Liam? I mean, your life has changed in the last 12 months. You've got more followers than ever. I'm sure you've done well financially as well. You're facing a guy here who's very hungry, who hasn't had that limelight yet.
I'm starving, Dev.
And the hunger, more than anything, because if I lose this fight, it stops. The big sponsorship, what's paying me monthly, this stop. This free clobber, it stops. I want to, listen, I've got to put a number on this guy, you know. Got to put a number on him. And any means necessary, I'll be coming with everything.
For you, Troy, you're bouncing back from defeat as well. You say you're hungrier than ever. You're starving. So how does that manifest on Saturday?
Listen, I've manifested this for a long time. I've sacrificed that much stuff for this fight. I was over at my wedding, had to cancel the honeymoon. I went straight to America, left the missus. Listen, I've sacrificed a lot for this fight in particular. He's going to feel that when I'm in there with him. I've sacrificed a lot, but like I said, fair play for him for stepping in on the fight as well. He seems a great guy, doesn't he? Yeah, I'm starving, Devon. I'm going to eat him up.
Final word to you, Liam Cameron, on this. You have an opponent who is starving and probably wants some free clothes as well.
He's not getting any. Big shout out to Frank Warren for giving me another chance and believing in me.
Good stuff. Look forward to that one coming up on Saturday. Let's move to a cracker, a Manchester derby. Sting versus the King. Brad Ray defends his European title against Lyndon Arthur. And I'll start with you, actually, Brad. You are the champion, but I want to get a word from you first, because this is a huge moment in your career, biggest test so far, but one I'm sure you think you're going to pass with flying colours.
Yeah, definitely. It's, you know, this is the biggest fight of my career, and you know, I think Lyndon said in the build-up, I've been at a bigger stage, I've boxed at a better level, and he's right, he has. You know, it's a fact. Well, that's where I'm going. You know what I mean? That's the path that I'm on, and I've got to beat Lyndon to get there. He's in my way at the end of the day, and I've got a job to do on Saturday night.
And as you kind of mentioned there, you know, it's the biggest fight of your career, but it's not the biggest fight of his career. How much of a factor is that heading into Saturday?
Well, I think it's a big factor. I think it favours me. You know, I've known Lyndon a long time, and I don't know if he does still half look at me as the little skinny ginger kid that like used to come sparring when he was 20, but I'm not that same kid anymore. I'm not that, and I think deep down he knows that. But like you say, look, he's been in there with Bivol, he's been in there with Yard, but you know, he's not been in there with me, and you know, it's down to me on Saturday night to show what I can do.
Well, let's hear from you, Lyndon, then on this one. I mean, he thinks you still look at him as that kid. How do you look at Brad Ray?
Still a bit skinny and ginger.
Still skinny, still ginger, to be fair, but just a bit older.
You're not a sausage, though. Yeah, I won't call you a sausage. No, but look, I can't stand up, sit up here and say bad shit about Brad's cool with. If it wasn't me who was fighting, I'd probably be supporting him. So he's just convinced himself that I'm not hungry anymore, and he's gonna have to show me that on Saturday, and I'm excited to get in there.
And what about this whole kind of idea that he is the hungrier fighter? He's not been in a big fight like this. You have. You've seen that kind of top of the mountain. That seemed to irk you.
Yeah, but I've not seen top of the mountain. I've been in big fights, obviously, but I've not come out victorious in them, and I would like to still get back there. I still think I've got at least a few years left in this game with big fighters. You know, so. As for me not being hungry, well, you know, look, take from it what you will. It is what it is. But Saturday we'll find out.
I think it's the first time, Lyndon, that you're facing a guy who's really coming up. You've either been at the same level or you're the guy coming up. I think you're 7 years older.
Yeah, but I'm coming off a loss, and I'm the challenger. He's the champion, so I'm penning no business with that.
Underdog as well with the bookies. Were you surprised with that?
Yeah, I know. Well, you know, like I said, it is what it is. Saturday we'll find out why they've done that. Maybe they know something that I don't.
They do.
Sausage.
Brad, you did say to me when I came to visit you up in Blackpool that you feel you can stop Lyndon on Saturday night. Is that just a good thing to say, or do you really think you can do what only Anthony Yard has done?
No, I do feel I can do that, and like, it's not having a dig at Lyndon. I can feel on my day, if I land in the right place, I feel like I could stop any light heavyweight. You know what I mean? I really do believe that. And I'm the type of fighter. I don't do boring, 12. I don't want that. I want to come. I'm a boxing fan before I'm anything. You know what I mean? Before this is my job. I love sitting at home on a Saturday night and watching good fights. So I want to be in good fights. I know what the fans want to see, and I feel like fans want to see knockouts. So I'm coming to try and knock someone out. That's the aim of the game at the end of the day. And like I say, if that happens, afterwards I'll feel bad because I'm a nice guy, and you know what I mean, I'll go back to being a nice guy. But for them 12 rounds, there's no emotion, none of that matters. I've got a job to do. Lyndon, what has the City versus United element added for you?
Just adds a bit of fun, doesn't it? United are coming back, by the way. It's like 3 in a row we've won. The guy's getting his haircuts. But, that just adds fun to it, doesn't it? Obviously, I believe the sky's red, he believes it's blue. It's up to me to prove that it's red.
Well, Brad, I know I've read a few articles out there as well. I know there's a bit of emotion going into this fight as well for you. I can see Paul speak here. Ricky Hatton was a big part of your career. Big Blue, I'm sure that's added a lot for you.
Yeah, 100%. And look, it's terrible to hear the news about Rick. But, you know, I want to try and do him proud. And I've said a few times, but he would not let me live it down if I got beat off a red. Like, he wouldn't. He'd be on my case. He'd be giving me stick. So, look, I've got that in the back of my mind. I can't get beat off a United fan for it.
Good stuff. Well, best of luck to both of you. European title on the line, Lyndon Arthur, Brad Ray. Let's move to this main event and the return and the Queensbury debut of Joshua Buatsi. Taking on quite a stern test here. Zach Parker is hungrier than ever. And Zach, I'm going to start with you because we just had a chat out there. We've talked a little bit in the build-up. This feels like a fight where you can change your life on Saturday. What's going through your head?
Yeah, 100%. This is a massive fight. 1,000 other boxers who jump at the chance to be at this place. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I put a lot into this training camp, and like I said, I'm really looking forward to it. Headlining in Manchester, live on DAZN. Yeah, I'm buzzing for it really.
Joshua Buatsi is a big favourite with the bookies. How does that affect you? Do you think about that? Do you enjoy that?
That's all just outside noise. Don't affect me whatsoever. I've just got to go in there and do a job.
Well, let's hear from Joshua Buatsi. And at the launch press conference, all the interviews, you were asked, are you excited? You said, not really. It's really far away. It's not far away now. 2 days to go. Are you excited?
No, I'm excited, Dev. And firstly, good afternoon to everyone. Appreciate you all coming out. The press was, I think, 2-3 months out, so I wasn't that excited. But now we're less than 2 days away, so I'm ready for it.
How much pressure are you putting on yourself for this fight?
That's what you said, Dev.
Are you not putting pressure on yourself?
Might be. Yeah, but that's what you said. It's a fight that I know I must win. A fight that I've prepared very hard for, and I'm looking forward to.
A lot of fighters make drastic changes when they bounce back from a loss. Have you made many changes at all?
A few.
Care to share?
Nah.
Zach, what are you thinking here? I mean, a big moment for you. You're up now at 175 pounds. We've not seen you so much at that weight before. What is 175 pounds like for Zach Parker?
Yeah, obviously it's a new weight class for me. I only boxed at this weight class once, but I feel like I've proper grown into the sport. I was a massive super midweight, but yeah, like I say, it's a bit easier to make the weight of this weight, another half stone. But yeah, there's like, look at this whole card. It's a massive division at the minute, especially in Britain, and there's no better place to be in Queensbury and with Frank Warren.
What sort of fight are you expecting, Josh, on Saturday?
As I've said, a fighter that's ambitious makes him dangerous. So Parker seems very ambitious, so he'll be a dangerous fighter. And it's for me to go out there and to handle business.
Are you looking to send out a bit of a reminder to the world what the hype was all about?
I wouldn't say a reminder, but I'm looking to go out there and to win.
Zach, can you knock out Joshua Buatsi on Saturday night?
I believe if I can knock anyone out, if I land with the shots I think I'll land with, I can knock anyone out. Not just Josh Buatsi, any of these guys up here. But if it comes to a 12-round fight, I'm ready for that as well. Like I say, I put a lot into training, and I'm hungry. I'm really hungry. I've got another baby on the way. I need to provide for my family, so this is what I'm looking forward to. And obviously, I think it's a must-win fight for both of us. The winner goes on to fight in these massive fights.
We've got a roaming mic here to get some questions from the media, so I think we're going to do that now. If you just introduce yourself before you ask your question, that would be great.
Yeah, question for Josh. I know you've fought many fellow Brits, whether that be Callum Smith, Willie Hutchinson, etc., but where do you rank Zach Parker in kind of regards to the rest of the Brits you've fought in your career?
Currently, appointment number 1 is the next guy that I have to beat to keep moving forward. So for me, he's number 1.
Question?
Yeah, Jonathan Ringwalk Media. Frank, the Lyndon Arthur and Brad Ray fight is a huge fight for both fighters. The winner, are you going to put them up into the world level fight next?
Well, that's what they're all here for. You know, this light heavyweight division, we're investing in it heavily at Queensbury. We believe in all these guys, and that's why we've made the matches we've made have been done. They're competitive fights, and the winners will go on. And it's not the end of the world if somebody gets beat. If they're in a good fight and they give their best and they get beat, we don't just say see you goodbye. You know, some of them are sitting here who've got losses on their cards. You know, they're fighting for their futures. They're fighting for the right to fight for the world title. That's what everyone at this table is here for, and we will deliver for them. The winners of these fights, they're going to bigger and better things, and then the other guys are going to try and come back again. But the main event is a cracker of a fight. It's a cracker of a fight. You know, these two fights with, you know, Brad and Lyndon, Manchester derby, light blues against the Reds, and I must just tell you, there's only one red team at the moment. 4 points clear, just to remind everybody. But it's a great fight, and you know, it's what boxing's all about. They believe in each other. There's respect there for each other, but they believe in themselves, and they're going to go out there and put a performance on and show what they're all about. Every fight here is a cracker of a fight.
Jolie here for Fight Hub TV at the back. Frank, how quickly do you think you can get the winner of the main event into a world title shot, and will you be having your eyes on the winner of Benavidez and Yard?
Of course, and what will happen? I believe the winner of this fight, the main event, will go into a number one and become a mandatory challenger. So it will just make itself happen, and that's what this is all about. You know, we've done a good job in the heavyweight division. Just see a fabulous fight this weekend, the best fighting the best. We're doing the same here, and we're making sure these fights happen. We get behind the winners, we get behind the losers, but the winner of this fight, this main event, will get everything we can do at Queensbury to make sure he gets a shot at the world title.
That's the last question, Dave. Okay, no more questions from the media. One final thing to Zach Parker and Joshua Buatsi here. Zach, what will the world be saying about you on Saturday night?
They'll just be shocked. Like I say, I'm an underdog with most of the betting things, so yeah, I'm ready to shock the world.
And Joshua, final one to you. Queensbury debut against an opponent ready to shock the world. What will the world be saying about Joshua Buatsi on Saturday?
Different one. They wouldn't be shocked. It's going to be more of a nod of, all right, cool, we see you.
We see you indeed. Well, that concludes the press conference. We're going to get some face-offs down the front. Of course, we'll be live Saturday night on DAZN. Do not miss Lights Out.